We are keeping an eye on the sky for a stunning spectacle. Here's a look at the video of the northern lights that we just got in from Lake Elmo. It is a side effect of a solar storm not seen for more than 20 years. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. NASA briefly upgraded tonight's geomagnetic storm to extreme.
That is the strongest to hit the Earth since 2003, and it is about to put on a show you won't want to miss. Ubah Ali is trying to find a dark enough spot in Minneapolis, and she joins us now. Hi there, Ubah.
Hey there, Amelia. Even if you can't get fully away from the city lights, you may still be able to see the show. We're here in Theo Wirth Park in Minneapolis, where you can kind of make out faint hues of blue. But as the night goes on and the darker it gets, the higher your chances become.
It's a mad dash.
People have been rushing in from all around trying to get stuff last minute.
For a chance to catch these dancing colors in the sky.
Should be a pretty big event.
National Camera Exchange in Golden Valley was bustling.
I had 3 customers back to back.
As sky gazers prepare for an intense northern lights show that happens when energy from the sun is blasted at the Earth and hits our atmosphere. Usually it focuses near Earth's magnetic poles.
If we're at a 9, that is one of the most extreme types of solar storms we get here on Earth.
Friday night storm reached what's known as G5, the highest of the scale for the first time since 2003, making way for a spectacular show.
If you have a chance, this might be a good investment of your time to go out there and take a look.
And some stunning snapshots.
I'm very excited.
Your best bet, getting away from that white and red blob in this light pollution map. That's the Twin Cities.
So it'll be a long night.
Like Charlie Allen, he plans to head up to the North Shore tonight, where you can see those greens and blues.
I'm going to try to get on the water and maybe get some reflections going on.
With hopes of grabbing a great photo.
I'm expecting to maybe get one of the better photos of my life.
Now, clearly, we weren't the only ones that got the memo. People are starting to trickle in here, but if you aren't able to catch the show tonight, you still might have a chance tomorrow. And as of right now, still nothing, but Frank and Amelia, don't they say beauty's in the eye of the beholder? So you can make your way outside and see what you can make out.
Well, we found some beauty.
Yes.
We're going to show it right now, Ubah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Here's some pictures, new pictures from western Wisconsin, and this is what it looks like tonight in Osseo, south of Eau Claire. You can see some beautiful pinks and greens. Thank you to Alex for sending these in. We want to see your pictures and videos of the northern lights, so share them with us at WCCO.com/photos.
We get into tonight. We'll keep a mainly clear to partly cloudy sky, and the solar storm is expected to continue. So there's going to be another chance to see the northern lights tonight. Now, the storm isn't expected to be as intense later this evening.
Well, did you get a chance to check out the northern lights last night? You had a good shot of seeing some dazzling displays.
Yeah, lots of good pictures already floating around. Space weather forecasters from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration say the sun has sent several waves of energy our direction, causing the extreme storm. In fact, this has been the strongest solar storm that our planet has seen since October of 2003.
Wow.
So yeah, these storms of this magnitude are not that frequent. They're very rare. Now, last night skies were clear, which made for perfect viewing conditions. When the charged particles from the sun interact with our upper atmosphere, produces different colored waves in the night sky, known as the aurora. It pretty much is the same reaction whenever electrons collide with neon gas in light bulbs that we use to light everything up in our homes. So the National Camera Exchange in Golden Valley was bustling as photographers got ready to grab the perfect shot.
People have been rushing in from all around trying to get stuff last minute. Just have fun. If you don't get the perfect shot, it's not the end of the world. It happens all the time.
And if you missed last night, don't worry. As I mentioned, we will have the chance to catch the northern lights once again tonight, and a couple of clouds overnight. But this is wild because our printer keeps going off because we have it set to print every time there's a warning. So anytime we have what we call a KP index of 5 or 6, we're able to see them in Minnesota. Yesterday and even early this morning, it was up to a 9.
Oh, wow.
And even briefly up to an 11 at one point. So this is really extreme.
Oh,
and so
well, neat.
Yeah, it's going to last all weekend long pretty much, but I think once we get towards Sunday night and Monday night, we might not be able to see the lights by then.
Okay, so get out there tonight if you can.
Yes.
Alrighty, thank you, Adam. And of course, we've had some really incredible scenes these past 2 nights. Dazzling displays in the sky. Our viewers have been sending in amazing photos of the incredible Northern Lights photos. Take a look at some of these. This one is from Wilma Anderson over Leech Lake. Wow, beautiful.
Stunning. I love how vibrant the colors were with this solar storm. Look at that.
And this one is from Cross Lake.
Is it sideways?
I
It
think
looks like it's sideways.
Oh, it might be sideways. Yeah, tilt your head to the left here to get the full view. And I believe we've got one more from Melissa in Maple Grove coming up here in just a moment. These are really awesome. And you can still submit these. We love seeing viewer photos.
And the fact that you were able to see them even in the metro. Now, they
Yes,
might not
that
have
says
been as
something.
vibrant to the naked eye, but with your camera, like I took one from my balcony at like 4 a.m. early Saturday morning before coming in, and you could see a little bit, but I drove out to Champlin Friday night, a couple hours before, and same thing. Even there, I was hoping that it would be a little more vibrant, but I guess it was just at the point of the storm where we weren't getting one of the influxes of basically, these are charged particles from the sun. There's a sunspot that's like 16 times the size of the diameter of Earth. And this is just shot wave after wave after wave of plasma or charged particles toward Earth. And it's rare that it's as strong and prolonged as what it is, but we are in an active solar cycle. So if there's a time in the sun's period where it's going to happen, it's going to be now. But I mean, there have been reports of GPS disruptions, radio, high frequency radio disruptions.
And people down south are seeing it too.
Yeah, South Florida.
That's wild to
People
me.
in South Florida were able to see the Northern Lights, which, I mean, this has just been incredible. And the storm's still ongoing, mind you. It's lulling a little bit now. It's not as intense as what it was, but what you're looking at here for tonight, we still have a level 7 out of 9 on what we call the KP index. It just shows you how strong and how far south the Northern Lights will be. We need a 6 or a 7. More so, I would actually say a 5 or a 6 to see the Northern Lights in parts of Minnesota. So we're still above that threshold tonight. So there's a chance we'll have a partly cloudy sky. So look up. It might not be as vibrant as Friday night, but still there's the opportunity. And you can see that the intensity is going to continue to wane as we head into tomorrow night and then Tuesday night. But no, this has been impressive to say the least.
So maybe you heard the little thing over the weekend called the Northern Lights, putting on quite the show.
Yeah, so this aurora is the highlight of 2 couples' relationships. Check out these photos that viewers sent to us. So this is next level Northern Lights. The first one sent in by Kayla, who got engaged. Yeah, under the beautiful skies. And then Marissa and Brian also sent this to us. They were dancing beneath the lights just after their proposal. They are from Thief River Falls. So big congrats to both of these couples. And thank you for sending in your happy moments. We love it.
I'm just thinking out loud here.
Yes?
In order for the proposal to happen, those 2 gentlemen had to
plan.
They had to plan things out.
Excellent planning.
So my question is, what was the other thing that they were going to do? Because the Northern Lights, I mean, the conditions had to be perfect for this.
And they were.
And they were. So kudos, nicely done.
Together.
Everything came together, but the planning that took, kudos to you. So our question of the day, did you see the Northern Lights? Continue to show off your pictures. You just saw the QR code. You can chime in right now. We'd love to hear from you and see more of your pictures too.
From Seattle in the Northwest to across the world in Spain and right back here in Minnesota, the Human Collective looked north for a night as a massive light show performed for one of its largest audiences ever.
This is the strongest storm that has been on record since at least 2003, if not longer than that.
Sally Brummel is the planetarium manager at the Bell Museum. What causes the aurora borealis?
The aurora is caused by interaction of energetic particles that have erupted from the sun and colliding with molecules in the Earth's atmosphere.
Those energetic particles from the sun, known as electrons, first hit the Earth's magnetic field, then dive toward the poles in our atmosphere. They then interact with particles like oxygen or nitrogen, exciting them and causing an energy burst of light. When it happens on a massive scale, it's bright enough for people to see.
It's really kind of fun because looking at the colors tells you a bit about the height of the aurora, as well as what type of particles you have in the atmosphere.
Alexa Halford is a NASA researcher.
So at different altitudes, you're going to have those electrons hitting, well, not really hitting, but interacting with those different types of atmospheric particles.
Oxygen gives off green colors, the most common, but also red.
The people who could see the red, those are typically people who are farther south, more toward the equator.
A mix of nitrogen and oxygen can produce purple or yellow. Nitrogen alone produces blue, the rarest color of them all.
Minnesota happened to be effectively right under where most of the action was happening. So you get to see all the colors.
No matter how rare the color, advancements in technology are unlocking these light shows' true potential.
It's an exciting time because cameras have never been this fast or this sensitive.
Nor has the sun been this active. Halford says not to be surprised if another aurora borealis greets people in Minnesota and Wisconsin next month.
Stay tuned, keep the eye on the sky, and,
With photojournalist Jose Pascual,
enjoy the dancing lights.
Jeff Wagner, WCCO News.